Well, hey friends, it's Jennifer Allwood here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you've been enjoying this series on Instagram. I hope you've gotten some really actionable takeaways that are going to help you to use Instagram for your business. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about Instagram stories, which are totally my jam, my absolute favorite thing. And Instagram loves Instagram stories. They give so much reach to stories. I would go ahead and say the only thing that Instagram is actually putting more value on right now than stories is IGTV. They really want you to go on IGTV, but you're going to get way better reach on your stories than what you are on the feed. And I personally think that your stories should be a behind the scenes of your business, behind the scenes of your life. This is where relationship building happens. This is where you build yourself a freaky fan base. Not that your fans are freaky, but like freaky loyal. Do you know what I mean? This is where you really, people begin to like look for your stories every day. And when they do that, then you know that you've got yourself a client for life. And so, if you think about it, like when you go to Instagram right now, do you look at the feed first or do you look at the stories at the top? I personally, stories every single time, every time. So if you are not a stories fan, I encourage you to head over to Instagram, look at my stories, and I'll hope to convert you because I absolutely love them. So if you do not already subscribe to this YouTube channel, would you hit subscribe? I've got a couple more videos like these that are going to be coming up. And I want you to watch this video to the very end because at the end, I have a free resource. It's going to give you a quiz on checking your own social media skills and getting more training. And if you're new to me, let me just tell you this, between all of my social medias, I have 500,000 social media followers. And so I know a little something about getting some followers. So let me talk to you real quick about how you can do some hacks. 3 things you can do on your stories to make them better on Instagram, okay? Because Instagram loves stories and so do the Instagram watchers. So here you go. 3 different things I want you to do when it comes to Instagram stories. Number 1, if you've never done it, I guess I should probably say do some stories. Do some stories. I always say like Instagram stories are, it's like for those of us middle-aged people who don't understand the Snapchats, that's what Instagram stories are for. So do some stories. But I want you to do a variety. So variety is the number 1 point that I wanted to put here. So that means sometimes I'm talking on my Instagram stories. Other times I'm videoing something on my Instagram stories. Other times I'm uploading a static picture and I'm putting some funny like GIF or GIF, whatever you say, whatever floats your boat. And so you want to do some polls. You want to do some questions. You want to do some pictures with some music. You want to do some things where you're getting engagement. You're asking them to send you a DM or you're putting up a question and asking them to respond to it, but you want it to be a variety. You just don't want it 20 of you talking to the phone, every single day. You don't. People, because here's what they do. They click on the right side of their phone to go fast forward through those. Fast. Also, you don't want so many of the little lines across the top of your screen that you have, 80 Instagram stories that people are like, what the what? Alrighty then, that is way too many and they won't even watch them. I don't know what the sweet spot is, but I would say whatever the sweet spot is for you. So if you look at my Instagram stories right now, let me just go look at my own Instagram stories. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little lines across the top. So I have 10 stories up right now. When I look at the people that I, follow, like this lady, she has probably 12 or 14. This lady's probably got 20. That's fine. This lady, I really like all of her clothes. So she has 30 and I'm going to let her get by with that. This lady though, she has probably like 40 and that maybe not quite 40, maybe just 30, but it feels like a lot. And I'm like, ooh. It feels like I don't have the time to sit down and watch them all. And you've got to remember people are busy. And so we're constantly thinking of things like, I don't have the time to watch them all, therefore I won't watch any. So make sure you don't have too many stories, but the stories you do have, that there's a good variety of screenshots, still photos, videos, selfies, non-selfies, polls, questions, etc. Number 2, I want you to be organizing your stories into highlights. So if you look at my Instagram right now, go to find Jennifer Allwood. I have got the first story that I have up is my book. So we've got a whole highlight dedicated to just the book. So if you click on that, every story that's in there are old stories because your stories disappear after 24 hours. They're old stories that pertain to the book. Now this is the one place where you can have lots of different, I have lots and lots and lots. I probably have 50 things up there about the book. And that I think is okay. I've also got like hair loss 1 and hair loss 2. If you have not watched my video here on YouTube about my hair loss, and also the fact that I'm a Diva Curl product user, and you probably know there's lawsuits out against Diva for making a lot of women allegedly lose their hair, myself included. I'm missing about half of my hair is what I have in that photo. So you can go watch my stories on hair loss 1 and hair loss 2. But the only reason we broke them up is because some of them were older and we didn't want there to be 100 lines across the top of the screen. So I want you to organize things into highlights. Please know you can't break this. There's a little button right here that says new for a new highlight. It looks like a plus sign. You can click on that. You can gather a bunch of pictures, and then you're going to have one picture that's like the front picture, if that makes sense. But organizing things into highlights, they make it so much easier for people who maybe they've just heard about my hair loss stuff on YouTube, so they just want to come and watch that. Maybe they've heard that I used to do a lot of decorating, painting, that sort of thing, so they've come to me for that, and they just want to look at my home, a highlight reel. But organize the old stuff for people, because otherwise it's gone. It's gone off your stories every 24 hours. So that's how you save it, is in the highlight reel. Third tip for you is to use filters. Oh, honey, let me just tell you, as a 48-year-old woman, filters are like the bee's knees. They're the cat's meow. They're a bag of chips and all that. I love me a good filter. If you're like, I don't even know what you're saying. Okay. If you go to my stories today, there's a couple stories of me. I don't look like that. That is not what I look like. I mean, I wish I did, but I am not that orange and glowy. My hair is not that shiny. My eyebrows aren't really that dark. What you're seeing is what I really look like, but the filters, they make you look better. Also, I don't really sparkle like that. That's a filter. So see how there's a word up here? There's some words, like there's my name. It says your story, but you'll see it. It'll say your name. And it says Nude and Tiffany. And you can click on that. Did you know that? Anytime you see somebody's story, you can tell they have a filter if up under their name it has some words. Let me go back to that. And then you can click on those words, and what it's going to say is try it now or save it now. Her filter is called Cream. So I press down on it, and there's a little thing at the bottom that comes up, and it says, do you want to try it, save it, or send the effect to someone? So I always save it or try it. So if I hit try it, then I get to see myself with it. I'm like, oh, that does look kind of good. And I do have mascara under here. There's a little bit of a twinkle in it. Kind of cute. And then I can also hit the save effect, so it's always on my phone, which means that anytime you're not wearing makeup, but you're like, I haven't done any stories today, no worries. They've got you a filter. Anytime that you wish that you were tanner than you are, you wish that you'd taken more time to get ready this morning, anytime that something looks, the color on it is not good, a picture you're taking a photo of, like you can totally put a filter on it and change how it looks. It's all smoke and mirrors, babe. It's all smoke and mirrors. So I hope that was helpful. So many people think that they have to pay for filters. No, they're free on the Instagrams. They're free. So here's, again, just to recap the 3 tips. Number 1, I want you to post a variety of things on your stories. Number 2, I want you to put the stories into highlight reels. Number 3, I want you to use filters just because they make you feel so good. They're so fun. So next time, I've got a video coming for you about networking through your DMs and how to use your DMs to grow your business. So stick around for that. If you don't already subscribe, please do, so that you make sure and you get that. Also, click the link in the description, because it's the quiz that's going to give you your social media IQ. Who doesn't want to know how smart they are, right? I mean, we all want to know which Disney princess we're most like or which cheese we're most like. So this is a great quiz to help you know how smart you are when it comes to social media. So get that in the link below. Love you so much. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.